Hi you guys, it's Miss Osborne here for your homework helper this week. It's January 24th, but this was a homework I gave on the 23rd. It's all about multiplying decimals by whole numbers this week, and next week our homework will focus on multiplying decimals by decimals. So, I've taught the kids when they're multiplying decimals, there's always 4 steps we gotta take. So I'm gonna pick this up and come over here. There's always 4 steps. We ignore the decimal at first, but we don't want to forget about it. We do our math, we get our decimal, and then we move the decimal. So that's what you're going to see me doing in this video. So I hope that you can see me and hear me okay. I'm going to be working on the board right here. So I'm going to be looking at problem number 1, which is multiplying 0.09 by 7. So this top number obviously has decimal, and this bottom number does not. I think I'm going to move it a little closer. I think you might have trouble seeing that. Let's see. Okay, maybe that will help. Yeah, okay. So we have 900 multiplied by 7, which is a whole number. So first we're going to ignore our decimal for the moment. We're going to remember it and not forget it. And then we're going to just start doing our math. 9 times 7 is 63. Oh, messed up right off the bat. So we have our 3 and we carry our 6. 7 times 0 is 0. And we have 6 on top, so we need to bring that 6 down. Then 7 times 0 is 0. And we've done our math. Now as you can see, I haven't done anything with the decimal. So I've done my first step, and I've done my second step, and now I need to go back and I need to get my decimal. I know this decimal needs to shift 2 to the right. So I write a +2 to remind myself. And this one doesn't have any decimals, so I write +0 to remind myself. So then I know I need to shift 2 places to the left when I go to my answer. So that is, it starts here, and I'm doing 1, 2. So my answer would be 0.63. 63 hundredths would be the answer. I'm going to pick this up and zoom in a little bit closer so you guys can see. Whoops, too close. Okay. I'm going to do another problem as an example. Let me put that back down. You guys are going to have to give me some feedback. Was this easier to see or more difficult to see than the other homework videos? Looks a little shiny to me, but I can't tell. Okay. Now, just for some fun, I'm going to do problem number 9. Problem number 9. So that's written as 4 times 0 and 3/10. So personally, I like to write mine vertically, like this, so I can more easily keep track of my work. Horizontal kind of throws me off. So here, again, I'm just going to ignore the decimal for the time being, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to, I'll grab that decimal later. So 3 times 4 is 12, and carry my 1. 4 times 0 is 0, but I've got that 1 up there, so I bring that 1 right down. I have no other math to do, so I need to go back up and I need to get that decimal. I know it needs to shift 1 to the right, so +1. And then this has no shifts at all. So all together I need to do 1 shift. I bring that 1 down. So my shift always starts at the end of my numbers, and I bring it over. There's the answer. 1 2/10. So go ahead and move that up so you guys can see that. Oops, shaky hand. Okay, I'll do another one. And the way I taught this with the shifts, keeping track of the shifts is really important so we can focus and keep track of our work and make sure our work's nice and neat. We really want to be precise with this. Let me figure out another problem to do. Oh, let's do number 13. Number 13. So that is it's 1/10 times 9. Now, I've been showing you the shortcut method or standard algorithm, and the kids know I'm most comfortable with that, but I've also taught them the place value sections method. So if you see them doing some work like this, like it looks like a window, a rectangle, and they're expanding and showing their work that way, that's great. I'm going to show you that method with this. So this is what I call the place value sections model. So I set it up like this. It also looks like a window. Some kids call it a window. So I'm going to show you, bring that up. Okay, so I've got my problem alongside it. Okay. So I have 10. So I want to, view this as like the 10th place and this is the 1's place. So I've got 1 in the 10th place and I've got 0 in the 1's place. And then I have a 9. It has nothing in the 10's place, but 9 in the 1's place. So go ahead and zoom in on that. Okay. So I go ahead and start doing my math. So actually this is a 10, not just a 1. So 10 times 0 is 0. 10 times 9 is 90. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 9 is 0. So all I really have is 90. So that would be my answer there. But I know I need to go back up and I need to grab my decimal. So it's right here. I know I need to move it 1, 2. 2 shifts to the right. My bottom one, I'm not moving any shifts at all. So plus 0. So I know that these 2 shifts needs to transfer down here to my answer. So I'm shifting over to the left. 1, 2, 2 places. So my answer is 9/10. I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna, before I leave you guys, I'm gonna scan over our multiplication strategies poster so that parents, if you're watching, you can see this, and for students, it's a good reminder to always use your resources. Our math wall always looks like this. All those resources right there. So I'm gonna walk you over to our place value method, to our multiplication. So we have our place value sections method. We have expanded notation. Oops, sorry, I'm losing my camera. Let me flip it around. Can I do that? No. Okay, so here's expanded notation. Here's place value rows, if you would rather do it that way. Shortcut or the standard method. And then we have new groups below, which I haven't really seen anybody using. Most people are using standard method here, or they're using the place value sections right here. Whoops, there we go. And if you come across a word problem, this is a great resource that I use. It's called Cubes. This is up in our classroom. Kids have all been introduced to this. Whoops, it's like not. I need to really work on my selfie skills. Okay, there it is. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope this helps with your homework. See you tomorrow.